You're watching TigerVision, presented by Conley Buick GMC. TigerVision is brought to you in part by Conley Buick GMC, Conley Subaru, 662 Customs, Port Manatee, Arctic Air Home Services, Minnesota Bulls, Clicking Spree, Garrett Richard, North River Prevention Partners, Full Circle Performance, Obie's Best Fresh Veg, WB3, DeVito's Auto, and the Manatee County Fair. Stay tuned, TigerVision will continue live after these messages.
Hey guys, Chris Conley here from Conley Buick GMC. We're excited to be back for another season of Palmetto football and TigerVision. Good luck this year and go Tigers!
Touchdown!
Because I don't want to ruin my game.
And vaping and sports just don't mix.
Because I care about my lungs.
Because it's more addictive than cigarettes.
Because getting suspended doesn't look good on college apps.
Because we don't know the long-term effects.
Because it's stupid. What's your reason?
Hey guys, Chris Conley here from Conley Buick GMC. Kickoff's right around the corner. Buckle your seatbelts and hold on tight. It's time for some Tiger football.
Welcome, Palmetto Tiger fans, to this very soggy senior night here at Harley Stadium in Palmetto, Florida. Tonight, your 7A District 11 champions will face the powerful, the Clearwater Academy International Knights out of the Freelance Conference in a game that will bolster the RPI of the Palmetto Tigers. Hey, after a couple of weeks of being blocked from bringing you the #1 voted live stream, TigerVision, as presented by Conley Buick GMC. It's great to be back tonight. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brian Varnador, and I'm joined tonight by my broadcast partners, Rick Wells, Tom Porter with the Arctic Air Sideline Report, along with our statisticians, Stephen Johnson in our Atlanta studio, feeding stats tonight to Troy Bellamy up here in the press box. If you haven't already, be sure to click like and then subscribe to our channel so you can stay current with Palmetto Tiger football. With that, I'm going to turn it over here on this senior night to my broadcast partner, Mr. Rick Wells, for his thoughts. Welcome back, Rick.
Hey, Brian, good to be back. Troy, good to see you. Tommy, good to see you out there on that wet field. It's good to be dry. This is going to be a very cautious game tonight, I hope. This field is soaked. We've had rain dumped on this field for the last 12 hours. I think this is the first time that I can remember playing on a field here at Harley Stadium where we had puddles located throughout this field. So we're going to see the big thing I want from tonight is just no injuries. Let's be injury free. I know this game somewhat is important based upon our schedule in the playoffs, and I get all that, but this is a very sloppy field. Ball security will be huge. And I think, let's just overemphasize the importance of that and making sure these kids stay safe and really don't do anything to keep them out of next week's game, wherever that may be as we start the playoff. I'm very proud of this team. We have not been on air for the last 2 weeks, and we haven't been able to enjoy with the fans, another district championship, guys. That's 3 years in a row. That's something that we've been able to enjoy.
Yeah, it's a wet night here, but the rain has cleared. We almost had a lightning delay right before going on the air tonight, but we are live. And you look at that Clearwater team over there is absolutely huge. It's a team that draws from an international drawing. And Palmetto Tigers did win the toss, elected to defer, and will be kicking this one away.
So I am concerned about the receivers and the backs tonight. Troy, I'm worried about breaking out of that route, trying to cut back as a tailback. Just making sure that we are careful with these players tonight and not putting them in a bad position to be injured.
No doubt about it. You want to make sure that you come out unscathed and you're ready for the playoffs. You want to get some guys some experience, some reps here at the end of the season. But again, this is why Marino scheduled this type of team and made the schedule as difficult as it was. You want to use this game as a measuring stick as to where your program is going and what it could be. We saw that this team had defeated Manatee earlier this year, 42-7. We defeated Manatee. Now you want to really find out where you are. So this is the type of game you really schedule for those purposes, but now it has other implications, playoff implications, and then we have to look at, like you said, we have to look at, is it worth it? Do we need to get guys hurt?
Now Joden Gallardo is going to kick this one to number 20, Trey Tomlinson, the dynamic returner. Get a kick out of good coverage with our friends at DeVito's Auto, located in Ellington. Tomlinson looking for the edge, has a crease, down the sideline. He's at the 50, and he's tackled, and looks like he's all the way down to the 44-yard line.
He's trying to get a number, but it was a touchdown saving tackle by Alzavian Houston. Without Alzavian just getting over there in a hurry, that's 6 on the board.
Yeah, looking at this offense, you have the big talented quarterback there, Luca Stanzana, that is a senior out there. And they've got an absolutely massive offensive line, big receivers, just a lot of talent out there. Coming wide to this side of the field is number 4, Alex Villian. Stanza waits. Stanzani fakes the run. Now he's throwing the long ball. Now he tucks it, and he's running toward the sideline. Has the edge. He's got it. Easily picks up the first down. Gain of about 12 on the play.
Yeah, so you just saw your first slip of the night, Troy, as the DM was trying to cut back there and make that tackle. So right. Once again, I don't think we can really overemphasize how important it is to be careful on this field tonight.
You ran that one out to the left over that big offensive tackle, Lucas Simmons, 79, 6'7", 295. This time they run that way again. Has a sideline. He's going to be tackled right at the first down marker.
If all the conditions were equal, I think that this would be it's still going to be a very interesting game because they're going to try and run it at us in this weather. But they came out trying to throw, and I think they're going to find any business there.
So the back is Merton the Gene back there. This time he gets a handoff, bounces it outside. He's going to be tackled there. Very short gain on the play, very close to the first down.
Yeah, you got Big Baby Jalen Wester, who leads this team in tackles, guys, with 89 tackles on the season. And I think we had called every one of those tackles until the last 2 weeks.
Right.
That's right. And so now very manageable third down here for the Knights. Just a quarterback keep around the left edge, runs for a nice gain on the play, first down. And Luca Stanzani, you can see that they are running a lot to that big left side of the line with that big 6'7", 295-pound junior Lucas Simmons out there.
He's really sealing off the edge, isn't he? I mean, there's not a tiger to be found over there.
He's a beast over there. Now it hands the ball off the back, cuts it up in the middle of the field, goes for a gain of about 6 on the play.
Very athletic line. That was pretty impressive with that tackle pulling on that last play.
And they have a big receiver, actually a tight end. It's Bronto Gallo, number 88, 6'4", 245 pounds out here wide to the boundary. Single back, and there's going to be trips, 3 receivers out here on the right, and then 1 single receiver out to the left. All of them good, great size.
That's going to be a long way to throw a ball like that. I can see them trying to go one-on-one in the left corner against Jordan Simpson here, maybe throwing the ball. We'll see what happens.
Stanzani looks over the sideline. They're running one of the offensive players off the field, and that's Jackson McQuinn out there. The 6'5", 310-pound junior was replaced. Palmetto Tigers are giving a lot of pressure off that side. Now he throws a little slip screen out there, and it goes for a first down on the play. Very close, knocking on the door. So nice little screen pass for Martin Theogene. He's a 5'10", 195-pound senior. High snap, he gets the ball down, runs to the left. This time, those Palmetto Tigers are all over the play.
Yes, so you had Jalen come in there to kind of break it up there. He gets some hold of a couple of ankles there, and then the right side of the D-line takes care of the rest.
So with 10:07 on the clock, second goal here for the Knights. That's an impressive offensive line. They've got some wide splits. High snap, rolls out there, dumps it off to the back, and there's going to be a touchdown, but there was some flag on the left-hand side of the formation. Might have been holding over there.
Pass by Stanzani to number 88.
I think I saw the DN on that side. Looked like probably Cedric Augustine was getting held out there by that big, talented offensive tackle.
Yeah, you're right, Brian. So that's going to back him up 10 and takes a touchdown off the board.
It'll be interesting as the game plays out here. Field conditions, start out pretty good, but it's been raining all day, and should be a heavy running game here later in the game.
Well, they're second and goal from the 19, so we'll see what they do here.
Rolls to his left, quarterback keeper, has plenty of room all the way into the end zone for 6.
Yeah, that was really kind of easy there for Luca, the talented QB for Clearwater, but that's where you see that big line for Clearwater just take over, and he runs into the end zone untouched.
Yeah, I watched the Manatee game, guys, and looking at that, they went for 2-point conversions, and so it'll be interesting to see if they do. It looks like the offense is going to remain on the field. Let's see.
Well, that quarterback draw, that quarterback student body is going to be their bread and butter tonight. I just don't see them doing much else besides running the ball. They're going to run to their bench, too.
Stanzani hands the ball off, back, cuts it, and it's going to be short.
Oh, that's good. That's a good job by the defense there.
Knifing in there. Might have been Elzavian Houston. Hard to see from the glass here at Palmetto High School.
Stopped on that play by number 21,
Jalen Wester making the play.
So that's 91 on that series. 91 tackles for the year.
And at this pace, he averages 11.1 tackles a game. At this pace, he's going to break the 100 mark tonight.
Rick, we were talking about that a little earlier about guys like Jalen Wester, and their ability to play at that next level at some of the bigger programs. And this is going to be a great showcase for him. I mean, he's done it for 4 years.
Yes, he has.
You know, again, it's difficult when you don't have the optimal, what they call size, but the guy's productive.
I go back to, we remember Jalen as a freshman. We can go back and talk to you about plays he made as a freshman and didn't get a lot of playing time, but when he took advantage of every second he had on the field.
Kickoff coverage team, he was a beast. And this is interesting. Gideon Bedetta, the 6'3", 230-pound defensive lineman, and he just grips it and rip it, and he now he has a pooch kick, and that one is going to be fielded there by Simmons, looking for a crease in the middle of the field. Does a great job, shakes out of initial tackle, good return down to the 34-yard line.
So we'll see what Coach Marino and Coach Ty have geared up here for offensively. Are we going to see more of a running attack tonight because of the field conditions, or are we going to be forced to have to throw the ball at times if we get into a 3rd and long situation? We'll see, but you know, we really need the O-line to step up tonight and give these tailbacks an opportunity to pick up some yards.
You look across the defensive line, you got a 290-pounder out there. You've got a 300-pounder, a 310-pounder across the line of scrimmage. Then you got a DN out there, number 16, Eric Burton, that's 6'5", 215 pounds. I mean, this is an extremely big team out there.
It is. We have a lot of seniors on our offensive line. Let's see how they do here.
So Marion Lang slipped as he came across the formation. This time, Smith, he hands it off to the back, and that's going to be driving forward, and that's going to be Cleve Benson. Nice gain of about 3 on the play.
You saw Ryan, I'll tell you another thing about that defensive line you just described. If you look at their arms, defensive linemen with those long arms, able to get those offensive linemen off of them. These guys' arms, their hands are hanging around their knees. They've got those prototypical defensive line, like NFL-type bodies. So it's going to be a tough sledding.
So nice run by Cleve Benson out there. Now he's going to be right sidecar to Xander Smith. Xander Smith hands the ball to Benson again, cuts it in there, and he snipes his way through all that big traffic, and he's going to be just about a yard short of the 1st down.
Yeah, we talk about it every week, but, you know, Cleve is so small that they have a hard time finding him at times as he comes to the line, and he's very close to the 1st down marker.
Not a very favorable spot on that one.
I've got my eye on Kywan Smith tonight. Here again, he's another one that's right at the cusp of being a Division I player, and he's going to be playing against some guys that are his size or better. He's played well all year, and he's been blocking very well in his first series, so we'll see, again, what they tend to do here.
Yeah, and he matches up. He has the 6'4", 315-pound frame, you know, and he plays left guard on the offense, so he's got the college that Saturday frame that you're looking for.
So we're going to.
They're going to check this out right now. It's going to be, you know, at first, looked like they now they've sorted it out to where I think they should have had the spot here. Let's look. Chain crew coming from
the opposite side.
They're wading through the field here.
Why would they bring the chain all the way to the other side?
I'm glad that you're asking.
Because he was down on the hash.
Right. Thank you.
So we're waiting here with it. Tom, what do you see down there from your vantage point?
Looks like it's just a few inches to the 1st down here. They're yelling punt alert on the sideline, but I don't see the punter out there. So it looks like if they're short,
it's only 3rd down. It'll be 3rd down in inches.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. 1st game back, guys.
If you look behind you, there's a thing over there called a scoreboard head. I'll just help you out. I know it's been a while.
As I'm out here braving the wind and rain.
Yes, right.
I pulled a Tom Brady. Even Tom Brady didn't know what down it was one time. So.
Tom Brady has no idea what he's doing. Xander Smith awaits the snap.
Tom Brady, Tom Porter, whatever.
Yeah.
We got to blame Robbie on that for calling punt alert. He's really loud with that.
Well, you do that at the 3rd down, you know. And so now Xander Smith is back there with Cleve Benson in the backfield. Oh, man, look at that huge defensive line. It's getting close to us here, and they are a massive front. We take this ball out of the shotgun, Benson drives forward, no gain on the play. Might have, on that particular thing with that big of a defensive line,
They
really
gave it to him.
got a great spot. So the Palmetto Tigers with a first down. I like to see quarterback under center when you've got a couple chain links away with a big defensive line like that and try to beat them to the punch.
I agree. When you look down there and you see number 99, Isaiah Hastings, at 6'4", 290, that's all you see.
Well, that's got to give our guys a little confidence there to push the pile.
Oh, yeah. And that's Rockland Lodge in motion. Jet sweep. Looking for a block out there. Tucks it in there and drives forward for a nice 4-yard.
We got a flag. We got a flag, Brian. Assume it's going to be a holding.
We do have a flag on the play.
So here's the call on the field. What did you see? Did you see a hold down there, Tom?
He may not have, but the referee did.
Yeah, yeah, I did. As he was coming around the side there, it looked like that right tackle got a hold of somebody.
You take a few weeks off, Tom, and that sideline reporter is a tough draw, man.
This umbrella is fighting me something terrible tonight, guys. I'm just trying to focus on getting this thing right.
But Tom, it's not even raining right now, is it, buddy?
Well, I'm a delicate guy,
All right, 1st and 20 here for the Tigers. Timmons is out here wide to the left. And now we have a timeout for the Tigers.
Timeout, Tigers. That'll be their first.
So that is the first timeout of the game for our Palmetto Tigers here. And really fairly decent drive here for the Tigers, and the holding penalty gets them backed up.
So real quick, let's just go over the fact that we got 20 seniors, guys, that will be leaving this team after this year. Derek Timmons, Cleve Benson, Latrell Crawford, Zakedri Rutledge, Eric Marcel, Isaiah Houston, Cedric Simpson, Jalen Wester, of course, Vontae Human, James Simmons, Jacob Milligan, Jordan Simpson, Anthony Marshall, Jake Ruiz, Riley Jackson, Colin Hina, Quadron Smith, Dallas Archie, Eric Brust, and Jackson Talbert. Buddy, I didn't know we had that much talent leaving this team.
That's a lot of seniors. And this time, nowhere to go. Bouncing it out, breaking a tackle, gets the outside. He's going to have a big gain on the play. And he has the very close to that first down mark.
And that's exactly what you were talking about, Troy. That next level play, right? That ability to make plays happen and to have the sense that these tailbacks need to have when they're clogged up, right?
Exactly. Again, this is what Coach Marino and the staff is building here. Guys are confident. As many seniors as you call, we got a lot of productive underclassmen, especially freshmen and sophomores. So they got to deal with us for the next 3 or 4 years.
Palmetto's leading receivers, Duke Timmons, is out here wide to the left side of the formation. He's joined there by Nuka Lang in the slot. Reverses field. Hands ball off to the left. And it's Benson. And he's going to be tackled for a loss of about 3 on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5 here with 7:55 on the clock.
That was number 97, Clark Leonard, another defensive lineman, 6'4", 215 for Clearwater.
Brian, I can't wait for you to watch the replay, not of that play, but the one before where we had the pretty good gain there. 97 also on that play. We just talked about how they were so small you weren't able to find them in a tackle. He ran right next to 97. 97 standing there right next to him. Could have just reached up and grabbed him and didn't have a clue he had the ball in his hand.
Yeah, that's Mouse Benson.
Yeah, I noticed that.
The senior.
He looked lost.
Xander Smith needs to have a little time, and he doesn't. And he's going to be sacked there, and he's sacked by the player number 9, Dylan Deet.
Is it number 9 or is it number 8?
8, and that is Azia Trotman.
4th down and 10 for the Tigers.
Looks like Xander Smith was a little shaken up on the play. Hopefully he's okay, but got drove down hard
now
on his left side.
Brandon Gonzalez back to punt. And this is a night with the field conditions that they are, a very difficult night for long snappers. I would hate to try to snap the ball off that wet field. Jacob McMillan back there, the senior, is going to fire this one back there. The ball's on the ground, and and they called him dead before he picked it up, but it's going to be downed right there on the 34-yard line. And that's one of the hazards of playing on a wet field.
Well,
like
you know,
this.
Brandon Gonzalez all year has been making just great plays, picking that ball off the ground and punting and pressure in his face, and you know, just.
This is a tall order to ask him to catch that wet football.
Yeah, and it's got a
Going
little
back
bit
to-
of mud caked on it. You know, it's tough conditions for long snappers and receivers and quarterbacks running an RPO kind of set because you're not grabbing the laces. You're just getting it out there quickly. Makes it very difficult for execution here.
Yeah, looking down there at Xander. Xander has a lot of mud on him as well. He got just slammed on his left side. Looks like he's going to be okay, but he's just covered in mud.
The first series had a heavy dose of quarterback draw. Let's see what happens here.
High snap. It's got to be Wester making the tackle. We'll see. Isaiah Adams there with the run.
Isaiah Adams on the carry for 1 yard. Tackle that play by number 21, Jalen Wester.
Yep, there's Jalen Wester again. That brings up a 2nd and 9. Adams in the backfield. They're running a little quick out there. Good coverage over there.
Great job
Great
right
play.
there. Xavier Houston got off his block.
Boy,
Makes that tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
That was a fabulous tackle on these field conditions. Really, the offensive players have a little bit of an advantage because they know where they're going, but Alzavian Houston with a fine play. 3rd and 8.
This is where you see them do that quarterback.
Oh, there's an old
delay.
draw play and a good one.
Oh,
And he
he
slips on his cut, and he's going to be a 2 yard short of the first down. Brings up a 4th and 2. Mercy.
Yeah.
A little fortune there. That's
and I think we're going to see more of that because now that we're playing on the field and, you know, it's all chopped up and footing's going to be a serious issue.
4th and 2, ball on the 27-yard line.
We got a lot of movement.
Yeah,
we got guys.
I don't know what's going on, Troy. I noticed that earlier, and no one's set.
Got the big tight end over there, the
Big
left
gap
side
in
of
the
the
middle.
formation. They run the ball, and it slips through there, still going, and he's going to be tackled after the big first down run.
Adams again with the carry up the middle. Good for a Clearwater Academy first down. Brings up 1st and goal.
So stop and play while the chain gain. Boy, they're running fast here, too. Up-tempo offense, 4:47 on the clock.
We need a big play here, a fumble or something.
Yeah, but Troy, just
help
like
change this momentum.
that middle has been wide open, and they ran 2 plays through there back-to-back, and we got lucky on that slip. But
High snap. And he is in for 6. So another great run by Isaiah Adams, the senior, 5'10", 185 pounds. So with 4:33 on the clock, the Palmetto Tigers trail in this one. The Knights 12, Palmetto Tigers 0.
so we are having really we have our hands full up front.
Yes. The one thing that we've done or we need to do tonight is avoid the penalties. And we had 2 penalties on that drive that looked promising. That kind of put us behind the 8 ball and gave them this great field position. They're out there sludging too, but it's easier when you're at the 25-yard line.
Quarterback keep getting slips and doesn't make it. So that's going to be.
He does make it.
He does make
right
it.
at the last.
Woo, I thought his
inch.
knee was down. He reached. You may get a good look at that on the replay. But
Really
that's
looked like
2
he was
points.
down over there, guys.
I thought so. I thought he was down and he lunged across, but that will bring up a 14-0 lead with 4:33 in the first quarter. As we water break.
Officials time out for a water break.
4:33 on the clock. And the big kicker, number 44, and that is Gideon Bedetta back there to kick this one away. High driving kick, and it's going to be stopped at the 5-yard line, and it's going to be picked up by Simmons, looking for a crease, bouncing it out to the outside, changes the ball over to different hand. He's going to be tackled there. The ball comes out late, and the play was blown dead.
He thought that ball was going to go into the end zone, but it just checked up, and he was kind of in no man's land, and gave that coverage unit plenty of time to get down and make a tackle.
So with 4:27 on the clock, the Palmetto Tigers trail this one 14-0.
You know, guys, we've played a lot of big teams. Venice, you know, has a big team. I don't think I've ever seen a size disparity as big as this is. These kids are really big for this Clearwater team.
Thanks for that Arctic Air sideline report from Tom Porter. Xander Smith hands it to the back, tries to knife through there, and he's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We're going to be very limited on our play call selection tonight. There's not much you're going to be able to do. Short passing game, running the game, obviously. It's just not going to be able to get that ball downfield. I don't think even if we could that Xander would have enough time.
Like Cleve has got a bit of a hand injury there, still in the game. Palmetto Tigers with 2 receivers on the left side of the formation. Hands it off to Benson there, and he's tackled immediately there, and there's a flag on the play.
That's number 9 for Clearwater once again.
Tackle on that play by number 0, Corey Yeoman.
Yeah, and
that was 0. That was number 0. So that's Corey Yeoman.
And you don't see that number very often, 0 out there.
I'm just trying to figure out why he gets to wear red sleeves and everybody else is in white sleeves. That doesn't seem fair. Just saying. I mean, come on, what kind of program they running over there?
We have a penalty or a flag on the play against Clearwater.
What did that be? Hands to the face. What was the penalty over there, Tom?
It was hard to see. Happened right in the middle of the field. It's got to be something like that, like hands to the face or face mask possibly, grabbing him by the face mask.
Well, maybe in it's
10 yards.
a 7-yard. Yeah, so it's a second
penalty
and 3 here. Now he slips it out the back. Nice little slipper out there, and tackled right at the line of right at the first down marker. Looked like he had the first down. Forward progress.
Those are the types of plays that we have to get Xander with.
Right.
Quick ball gets out of his hands quickly, gets in the hands of our players. We force them to tackle, just like we have to tackle in the open field. We've got some dynamic guys, and they may have the advantage given this wet conditions out here.
And what you notice about this Clearwater team defensively, man, they are quick. They swarm to the ball. There were 5 guys that were on that tackle.
But quickness to quickness, the Palmetto Tigers, have a speed. They're going to match up.
You got to win that.
And offensive players, you hope to get the ball out and have them make plays. Xander Smith looks, he throws a big ball, and it's going to be thrown down there to Timmons. Great catch. And he's down at the 40-yard line. Great play. Great connection. Great throw. And Duke Timmons, Derek,
and watch
great
this on
play.
the replay. You had great coverage by number 13, the QB, Rylan Kelly. He's right on him. And you couldn't have put that ball in a better place.
The key was he had time. The offensive line really did a great job of keeping them out of the backfield.
Absolutely.
If Xander has a clean pocket, Timmons is going to run past his man. We're going to get some deep shots.
And Xander is very capable of making all the throws. This time McMillan sets up an H-back. They hand the ball off and running forward, and a good gain on the play. And hangs on to the ball, but a gain of about, we'll call it 7 yards, and that was Simmons on the play.
Yeah, Simmons got hurt or hit hard. One of the players for Clearwater got a little shook up there.
I like this little wrinkle putting Simmons in the backfield. We've got some depth, but it's very young. We got young guys who are coming up from JV, hadn't had very much experience. But to get Simmons some extra touches, he's very dynamic with the ball. We've seen that on punt returns and interceptions. So got to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
So that brings up, we're going to call it 2nd and 5 here. Ball is spotted in the mud there. It's like it's approximately the 33-yard line. Milligan comes up to that slot back position, kind of an H-back look. And this time, good pickup by Benson. And this time he just throws it away out there. No receiver. That's going to be intentional grounding. I don't think he made it. He make it to the hash?
Yeah, he's out. Okay. He made it out of the pocket, and the ball made it to past the line of scrimmage and to the sticks.
So there, no penalty on the play. That brings up a third. There's the flag late. And there's the intentional grounding call.
It's outside of the hash. That's a horrible call.
Yeah, there was a receiver about 10 yards away from that ball, too. It wasn't totally out of the area of a receiver, so loss of down. That's terrible. I got to tell you, the offense looks a little discombobulated up here. Players running on last second. They seem to have they're making some adjustments, and obviously the players aren't clear on what they're supposed to be doing at this point.
And I was very impressed by the block by Cleve Benson, 5'4", and that big Corey Yeoman, 6'3", 220-pound linebacker, had a free release, and he was picked up by Cleve Benson and stalemated. That was very impressive for Cleve.
Yeah, he's a real gamer. He's not the kind of guy that's going to shy away from contact or from a challenge. So they got their hands full tonight with him.
3rd and very long. We'll call it 22. Xander throws one across the middle of the field. Receiver makes a nice catch. And now we're going to bring up 4th and 10.
Nope. That was number 84.
Callaway.
Coming back from injury. He's been looking really good here.
And Malik, he gives you that look. He's your 6'4", 190-pound receiver.
Xander drilled that ball in there, too, but he got rid of it quick.
So Cleve Benson will be in the backfield this time.
And what they're doing with him, they're giving him little waggles, giving him a little movement. He's getting that, not just standing up in the pocket like a statue.
Rockland Lodge and then Adonis Moise out there in the slot to the right. Xander's got a man down the middle of the field to catch, and he's going to go for 6, and that's Rockland Lodge.
Rockland Lodge.
Great play, great pass.
You know, that's coaching right there, boys.
That is coaching. Exactly right, Tommy.
Nice.
That's the adjustments. All this, the players getting confused. The coaches are making adjustments on the fly. Man, it's great to see when they can beat that coverage. The secondary shifted at the last second. They weren't sure what was coming, and, man, we made them pay for it. That was great.
Rockland Lodge for 6. So the Palmetto Tigers trail this one 14-6, minute 54 on the clock. Joden Gallardo will kick this one. Cleve Benson, the holder.
Tough sledding here, but he.
Oh my goodness. That is an incredible play by Joden Gallardo. Rarely do you see a kicker double clutch like that able to convert.
Right.
Great play.
Again, that goes back to the line. Guys are blocking. This is a physical game, especially in these wet conditions, but it doesn't look like our guys are shying away from the challenge. Tom mentioned it on the field earlier that the adjustments are being made. That's what coaching is. Coaching is making adjustments. We don't know necessarily what these guys got. They're huge. They look huge, and they're running all different types of plays. Hey, that first drive, if we not had the penalties, and we overcame the penalties in this last drive.
Right.
Intentional grounding and a holding play, and we go right down and score. So we have the ability to play with these guys. It's going to be a great game.
Tom, how about the number on the returner back there? Number 23 back there, and that's Trimmel States Jones. 6'2", 192 pounds.
Number 20, it looks like.
20, very good. That's going to be Trey Tomlinson.
If there's been one, if there's been one bugaboo, it's been our special teams. There's nobody over here on the left side. I don't see us kicking the ball right down the middle of the field. It's pooch kicking her.
Get a kick out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto, located in Ellington. Very high pooch kick, and it's going to drop. And ball's on the ground, a very nice kick called for by Troy. Ball's down at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, let's make them make a drive. I think that's a great strategy.
Now, Rick, what do you think about looking at the field conditions? We're looking out there. What do you think about that, Rick?
Well, you're already seeing, kid, you saw the safety on that last TD play slip. Not that we would not have completed the pass, but he fell before he got in position to make the tackle. It's really right in the middle of the field is atrocious.
If it's any indication, I'm between the 15 and 20 here, and there's not many players coming this way, and it is absolutely shredded on the sideline, let alone on the field. So very mushy.
I thought you were talking about, when you said shredded on the sideline, I thought you were talking about yourself there, Tom.
Yeah, I'm no shredded if I've ever been described as shredded, but shredded wheat, shredded cheese maybe.
Out of the nice heavy run, nobody home in the middle of the field, gain of about 12 on the play.
Yeah, so defensively, Troy, we got to figure that out because that's 3 runs back to back to back where the middle was wide open, so we're getting pushed off that line.
I think it's just an alignment issue. Sometimes Riley Jackson lines up outside the tackle, sometimes he's inside. They're just running where he's not.
Right.
1st and 10. Ball is marked right on the 35-yard line. Out here wide in the formation is Alex Villian out there, 6'1", 185-pound receiver. And the next receiver has his shirt nice and tucked up there. So your guess is as good as mine. You cannot see the number.
It's a terrible place to have
Looks
the
like
ball
number
spotted.
9.
Number 9 out there is Dylan Deet out there.
Hey, we're in a base 4-3. There should not be running up the middle here. We'll see if we can make an adjustment defensively here.
Nice snap. Hands the ball. Oh, he faked it, and he throws the ball down the middle and really took a big hit there. And you can see Jalen Wester with a huge pressure.
Again, I would take our defensive backs and our safeties against their passing game in this weather at this point. So you've got to protect the middle, keep them from getting outside with those quarterback, those student body rights and lefts, and we can limit them at what they do offensively.
Minute 34 on the clock here. Oh, high snap. Gets it down. Back running through the middle of the field. Big hit there. That's going to be Jalen Wester again. Who do we have there?
So that's the issue. When Jalen's making all the tackles.
That's Alzavian Houston that came up there.
Right.
Defensive tackles have to make plays. I'm sure Coach Greg Walls is trying to get his guys going. There's a little motion there.
There, false start. So that's going to back him up. And it was third and 3. So that's going to be a 3rd and 8.
I tell you what I like to see here, guys. I like to see these defensive tackles start to hold these linemen up a little bit. The linemen are able to peel off of the defensive tackles and go hit a linebacker. We need those linebackers free, so we need to find a way for these defensive tackles to go low, do something to tie those linemen up so they can't get to that second level and pop that big run.
Good call, Tom.
So Palmetto Tigers out here too. Oh, high snap. Great play by the quarterback, and he's going to be steps out of bounds, lost on the play. Now we get to see something interesting here. Obvious punting situation. You know, they really don't kick the ball much does this team. And so you have the long snapping come into the play, and
it looks like they're going for it.
They're going for it. Palmetto Tigers need to stay disciplined.
We're set up for a punt.
Yeah, it's a quick kick.
Could be.
Yeah, so he's looking for the quick kick out of this.
Oh,
and it looked like there was some motion there along.
Got to be ready for a screen here too as well. That's
high snap, and it is a quick kick. He drives it out of there, and that's going to be Simmons. Gathers the ball, and middle of the field. Hops over defender. Nice return on the play. All the way to the 44. Palmetto Tigers in business here with 54 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter.
That defensive stop has to instill confidence in this team. They went down and scored. We had 2 big plays. We can go down and make plays on this team.
Yeah, Tom, if you're looking at the guys on the field, what I was impressed with on the last series, you know, I talk about this in sports. Fear is a wasted emotion. It looked like the Palmetto Tigers, they ain't scared tonight.
No, they're fired up. And, you know, what I like to know is what's going on with the coaches on the other sideline. We just beat their defense and scored, and now we stopped them. They're not used to having to play tactics. They're used to just speed and size on the other team. So we'll see what happens. I like it.
Yeah, Xander Smith needs to get a little time on this play. And he rolls to his right, looking for a receiver, dumps it off.
Now you had
Incomplete
23
pass.
was all over his back.
That was looked like the DB, Rick.
There was number 23. He was all over his back, and
Looks like it was a defensive holding back there, not called. Xander Smith, nice pickup on the TigerVision replay. Yeah, that was definitely defensive holding.
I think if that ball would have thrown a little bit higher, they may have called that. But since it was thrown so low, he kind of dove forward and avoided the contact a little bit.
So with 50 seconds on the clock, Palmetto Tigers 2nd and 10. Benson slips on his cut, drives forward. Very small gain on the play, about a yard. So it brings up a 2nd and 9.
I love what I'm seeing from the offensive line. Again, it's tough sledding out here with these conditions. But Kywan Smith is in a scrum with one of their defensive players on almost every play.
yeah, Corey Yeoman. And Corey Yeoman's got a little attitude.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know what he's messing with. I mean, there's both of them can give it, right?
Yes, sir.
And I like with the matchup over here, you have Adonis Moise in the slot, and you've got big Derek Timmons out here wide to the left. Moise goes in motion, fakes the jet sweep. Xander Smith avoids pressure, and then he incomplete pass.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on him, and was still able to get the pass away, just a little low.
So Nunca Lang there was kind of squared up right in front of that first down marker. Now the Palmetto Tigers have the punting formation going out there. Problems on the last punt.
Well, you know, like I said, you know, Brandon has bailed us out on several occasions, and just concentrate on catching this ball and getting the punt off, and he'll be all right. Brandon has been a highlight for us all year.
So States Jones goes back there to return the kick. Brandon Gonzalez, gets a kickoff, and it's going to nice little kick, and look at that thing die at the 22-yard line. As the clock goes to zeros, Palmetto Tigers with trailing 14-7.
To the end of the first quarter with Clearwater Academy, 14, Palmetto 7. Clearwater will take over.
William Shatner back on Earth after hitching a ride aboard Blue Origin, the rocket company.
So with 12 on the clock here at the beginning of the second quarter, Palmetto Tigers really rallied there late in the first quarter and are trailing only 14-7 on this and have righted the ship. 1st and 10. Running left, big hole, and he's going to have he's first down on the play. So he's going to be stopped right there at the 36-yard line.
And here's the problem. Isaiah Adams, he's not hitting that hole hard. He's having a hard time with his footing. We just cannot. The holes are enormous. And we're just not getting off the blocks defensively right now.
Let's see if we can make an adjustment here.
Very slow snap getting back there. Quarterback keeps it, and there it is.
Yeah.
And he slides down there, a gain of about 4 yards.
I saw Andrew Rumpf. He tried to get off the ball, and he went backwards. His first step was backwards. He slipped. You know, I mean, he's our best defensive tackle. He's not able to get traction.
You almost have to throttle it down on that first step. There's a big hit right there by the Tiger defense.
Yeah, so now you're looking at 3rd and 5. It's a good opportunity for that defense to get off the field again.
So Merton Theogene there. And that one, boy, did the Tigers close the gaps on that one. So it brings up a 3rd and 5 here. Watch Augustine on this play. Stenzani waits.
Mikel Gibson looked like he was lined up outside, but he got the adjustment.
It should have been an encroachment call. Oh, it's a high snap. Bad exchange in the backfield. He's still going to get it. No, it's short.
Yeah, but not by much.
Not by much.
I see them going for this, Troy.
4th and inches.
We have a bad snap, a slip and fall.
Some of our lawyer friends who would appreciate that, who support the program.
Yeah, there is room for a law firm here on TigerVision. I think we were saw to donate to TigerVision.
That's it.
So there's time to step up. 10:26 on the clock. And it is 4th and very short. Palmetto Tigers have to stay disciplined. This is going to be an extremely tough situation here for the Tigers.
So they may, they're running the play clock down here.
Takes the ball at shotgun. Back slip, stumbles.
No, I think he just barely got it. He got it. It depends where the spot's at.
Well, that will be an interesting to see on the replay because his knees were behind the line.
They're already moving it.
Yeah, the line judge over here on our sideline had him.
Check it out on the Tiger. Oh,
knees down.
Oh, my goodness.
The line judge had him marked behind the line, the yard line.
Got the mark on that. So 1st and 10.
This is good. Make them have to drive the ball. They're not used to this.
Palmetto 4-man front, 1 single high safety back there in the backfield. This time they're going to try to run wide. No, nothing doing. Jalen Wester, big baby, with another tackle.
Yeah, Jalen said enough of this.
I'm not sure if you guys saw it on the broadcast or not, but I just got a text from a friend that said there's a lady named Karen Walker who was not very happy with your call that about the intentional grounding, that the hash marks don't matter and you guys should keep your opinions to yourself. So please just be quiet for the rest of the game as Karen Walker advises us via Google. Thank you, Karen.
Don't care. This is the TigerVision broadcast and 9:21 on the clock. That's the thing about having thousands of people watching the games instead of one of that network that I tried to watch last week. There's a lot of eyes out there. So it's now 2nd and 16. Alzavian Houston just with an amazing play.
Jalen Wester with the penetration, though, forced him the jet sweep guy to have to bend backwards, and he lost ground. Great play.
So they're sorting this one out. There was a penalty on the play.
That's another bad spot here.
Yeah, the ball is spotted by, yeah. So going to back him up. So that one is going to be about a 3rd and 20.
This is where you have to watch for screens, quarterback, keeper.
I love it. I love it when you take the words out of my mouth, Troy. That's perfect. There's a little slip screen out there.
Great play.
Nice job.
Great tackle.
Jalen Wester.
He's all over the place, as always.
And there's another TFL for Jalen Wester.
If this kid is not playing somewhere in one of these big stadiums next year, I'd love to have him at FAMU. And I know they offered him. That's my alma mater. But this kid can play.
Yes, he can.
He reminds me of Derek Brooks. Derek Brooks was about his size coming out of high school.
When he went to FSU?
And when he went to FSU, they had him at safety, and he couldn't hack it. They moved him to linebacker, and he became Hall of Famer.
Look at this kick. And that one's going to be splashing down at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, but that's an art to be able just to kick that ball the way that young man does. I mean, he's talented. I'll give him that.
Well, how about this? So the Palmetto Tigers come out. They're down 14-0 early on in the game, and then 2 big defensive stops. Just impressive. And Jalen Wester, I watch a lot of games. I watched one in Jacksonville on Saturday, and I watch him at Florida Field. And this guy, Jalen Wester, he passes the Saturday test.
No doubt.
There's no doubt about it. You know what? His work ethic, his heart, on top of his athletic ability, he's got it all.
And
the size is going to come.
And as bad as he is on the football field,
Yeah.
he's that good of a human being. Just love that young man.
Yes, he is.
Xander Smith looks, going to need a little time. Steps up, throws the ball down the seam. Oh, great.
Almost.
Man, that was almost a circus catch there by Rockland Lodge.
Yeah, you almost, Corey Yeoman almost tipped that ball. May have gotten a finger on it. He jumps right to the last. No, can't get it, but.
Look at that.
I really like what we're doing, keeping the defense honest, pushing the ball downfield, intermediate passes, making them have to run. Now we're going to see some more adjustments, and you're going to see another big play here from us in just a little bit.
And, really, Xander's holding up well back there. Lots of pressure from that big defensive line. This time it's a jet sweep. Cuts it up. Gain of about 3 on the play. Is that big Rockland Lodge there, Troy?
Yep. Like
Loudest form tackling.
Little extracurricular
team.
again.
Yeah.
Jet sweep to number 9, Lodge.
So Rockland Lodge, nice little gain on the play.
Got a lot of whistles going off down there. I thought the band was coming
out.
up.
I thought it was drum major getting ready to crank up the band.
Our sideline judge is a little animated. It's the guy with a mask on there. He's a little animated. He's pretty excitable, I think.
Was he blowing that whistle through the mask? That was impressive.
Yes, he was. He
was.
was.
Got a lot of volume out of that. 7:47 on the clock here.
I like the fact they didn't throw a flag, though.
Yeah.
Let them play.
Fakes a handoff. Looks for the middle screen. Slip screen, actually. Oh, nice cut there. Cleve Benson. And he is finally slipped up and at the 45-yard line. Huge first down.
Well, let's give credit to number 55, Dallas Archer.
You ain't lying.
That was a...
Talk about a pancake block. He put that boy on the back of his head. Wow.
Oh, was that burst? Maybe I did that?
No, it was 55.
It was 55.
Dallas
All right.
Archer, a senior here.
Dallas Archer just laid him out.
Yeah, and he's a 320-pound senior, so.
His dad is very proud of him. His folks are very proud of him. He's played well all year.
Looks like we're lined offsides from my vantage point over there, but I guess not. This time, a nice little block out there. And that is Simmons once again, first down Tigers.
Oh, we got a hold on Palmetto.
I didn't see
Holding 74, he just called. What a play, man.
Hey, Bruss has a thing on his hand. How's he going to hold? He's got.
Yeah, and we got a pretty good look at that. And
there was no
didn't
doubt.
see that.
There was no doubt. Was there no doubter?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
15.
So that brings up that's a huge call there and a great run by Simmons there. Brings up 3rd and 15 for the Tigers. 7:13 on the clock here in second quarter.
Again, you don't want to see the penalties, but you see the confidence. You see that they're not backing down and they can make big plays against this defense.
Oh, and that's running a little option. I think we had something there. Let's see.
Another flag on the play.
So false start against the Tigers.
Back him up another 5 yards, so we have first down and 10.
So now 7:13 on the clock. Palmetto Tigers, 3rd and forever. We'll call it, I'd say it's about 23 yards.
3rd and Terracia.
3rd and Terracia.
There you go. Well, that's north. Never mind. 3rd and Sneed Island. Here we go.
There you go.
Hey, it's Sneed Island.
You got first down on the marker.
Yeah.
Single high safety. Timmons is one-on-one here.
Just throw it up. Now he throws it for the.
There
There it is.
There's the flag, and that one
again.
Now that's not it. Now here's another flag after the play, and Cleve Benson's back there. He had a great block on big number 44, the defensive lineman Gideon Bedetta, after the play.
And they'll mark that off. The net effect of that, we'll have to see what that. That's a dead ball foul, so it's still going to be. We'll reset the line of scrimmage, which should be the net effect.
Got a personal foul. Got defensive holding, not an automatic first down, right, Troy? So that would have been,
No.
Yeah, so went from a manageable situation to a personal foul. See if they call that an offsetting personal foul. Let's see. So we have pass interference on the Knights, and then after, now they're talking to Coach Marino over on the sideline. I didn't see the unsportsman. Never saw the indication, so it was called unsportsmanlike on the Tigers. So they're going to mark this one off. Yeah.
Fields already tore up enough. He needs to stop that.
Yeah, just.
Looks like we're going to go right back to where we started, folks.
So Xander Smith is sitting, waits for the snap in a puddle of water. Oh, his foot was back in that puddle. Now he throws it out there, and it slightly overthrown ball. So that brings up a second and long.
Again, pass was incomplete, but I like the mentality. It's forcing them to have to cover in space, whether the pass is complete or incomplete. Now they have to realign their defense because they know we'll throw the ball.
And we've been effective at it as well, right?
Exactly.
We've got
Right.
some great receivers out there. If we can get the ball into their hands, hey, even better. Tonight is really not what you would consider a passing night, but we've done well up to this point. We just need to continue to put. We need another first down.
Two safeties are getting wider and wider, and that opens up the middle of the field.
Tell you what,
Now-
this
now the-
referee crew, we have stopped this game more times than a rodeo. Goodness gracious.
It's like Australian rules football. Every catch there's the whistle and so 6:38 on the clock here. Palmetto Tigers trail this one 14-7.
I'm Tom Redmond, delivery specialist here at the all-new Conley Subaru, and this is the 2021 Subaru Crosstrek Limited with the EyeSight system.
Subaru's EyeSight driver assist technology is a set of dual color cameras mounted high, scanning the road, trying to help you avoid or reduce frontal impacts. The Subaru EyeSight system, helping you stay safe.
Visit us at 816 Cortez Road West, Bradenton, Florida, where we treat you like family.
Back from the break, 6:38 on the clock. Palmetto Tigers with a 2nd and 20. Ball is spotted on the 42-yard line. And I've been very impressed with both teams out here tonight. The field conditions have to be terrible out there. 2 days of continuous rain, Rick.
Yeah.
And pretty impressive. Xander made that last throw. His last step was his plant foot was right in that mud back there where he stands
Where
right
he is
now.
right now.
Throws the long one down there, middle of the field, and he's got a man, and he's got a great catch. Zamarian Lang for 6.
There you go, Troy.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. That was, first of all, a great pass. But did you see the athleticism of Zamarian Lang to not only run that pass down, bobble it, catch it, and then run away from that safety?
And it's going to be hard for you to believe it out there, but Troy and I were talking during the break, You're throwing a lot of these wide throws, and we got exactly what we were asking for there.
Well, he caught that thing 3 times, boys.
Marion is only a sophomore.
A sophomore.
McMillan with the snap. Cleve Benson awaits. Good snap. Kick is up by Jordan Gallardo.
Got to feel great for Lang, too, man. I mean, you know,
Really
the guy came into the spring as a freshman and had to go against Tampa Jesuit. Tampa Jesuit at start.
Right.
After weeks of just practice in the spring. In comes Xander Smith. He's a little upset. They talk to him and say, hey, man, let's do a position change. Your brother's playing good. You're playing good. We need you on the field. You're an athlete. He takes it and runs with it. You have a couple injuries after he first started that position. Now he's productive. Look at this.
It's wonderful.
That is I don't even know, that was what, a 60-yard touchdown pass?
That's going to be big, Troy, in the playoffs when you have another receiver with that athleticism, that talent.
And the size. I mean, he's 6'4". He's 6'3", 6'4". So you got Callaway, who's a sophomore at 6'4 and a half, 6'5". You got Lang, who can play quarterback or receiver at 6'4". I mean, you got Rockland Lodge.
Timmons is 6'3" with 6'7" range because he's got those long, extremely long arms. So 3, and then Rockland Lodge is your slot receiver, and Adonis Moise. That's just nasty. So
no doubt. Speed, size. And then you see Coach Ty getting more comfortable, Coach Marino, saying, hey, let's trust our guys. You know, the first part of the season was a lot of sideline stuff. We're used to having Sage Hickson turn a 2-yard pass into a 90-yard touchdown. But here we go. He's pushing the ball upfield.
Tom, how you feeling down there? A little energy down there, bro?
I'm feeling phenomenal. Who would have thought after the second drive tonight that we would be tied 14-14 with 6 minutes left here in the second quarter? They were dominating us early on, and, man, we have absolutely flipped the script on. This is momentum shift at its finest right here.
Thanks for the Arctic Air Report. Get a kick out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto, located in Ellington. High pooch punt or kick back there. He fields it, slipping, and then turning it up, and very good play by the coverage unit. And that's Elzavian Houston again? Couldn't be.
That was number 4. What a great tackle.
Okay, so Latrell Crawford, the senior out there. Great play.
Came off a block and made that tackle. What a great tackle that was.
Man, what an amazing turnaround here as Tom Porter, our sideliner reporter, Arctic Air, reported here. 14-14, 6:24 on the clock. And it is now, looks like a beautiful night here.
Just not a beautiful field. The field's not beautiful.
Field's not so good.
And hey, that embellishes our argument to go to what we need to go to, the turf field. Somebody in the county needs to take this up.
Oh, there's a nice route dropped. Really nice play fake, middle of the field. Play action pass, had a wide open receiver there, a little bit outside of his range, and that was number 7, Jack Gutek out there.
Almost was able to bring that down. He's wide open.
He's trying to go at Dunbar. I still trust our corners. Our corners. Jaden Dunbar made the game-saving tackle last year against Lake Gibson.
That's got to be a false start.
Offsides on the receiver right here, boys.
Yeah, there you go. Number 7 looks like Jake Gutek came out of there a little early.
No, he lined up offsides.
Oh,
he was a full
offsides.
foot over, yep.
Good call. Nice to have our Arctic Air sideline reporter out there right in front of the play. 6:19 on the clock. So that's going to now bring up a 2nd and 15. Out here in coverage, Jaden Dunbar covering the big receiver out here to the left. This time they fake it again. He throws the long ball. Good coverage out there by the Tigers, but receiver comes back, makes a great play on the ball, and that's number 9.
Guys, he pushed off. I hope you get the replay on that. He pushed off right before the ball got there.
Dylan Deet. Yeah, I thought the Tigers were in great position. And this time there's another false start. What happened there? So here, and they're waving off the flag. So that's going to be a no harm, no foul here Clock was stopped on the last first down play, so the clock's at 6:05. Now the clock winds, 6:02 on the clock. Stanzani hands it off. Oh, big hit. Oh, my goodness.
Is that Jalen?
Can't be Jalen.
That's 14.
That's
Yeah,
14.
Xavier
That's
Houston.
That was a great hit.
Woo.
Heads up right in his numbers, too. Real clean.
I think he's in competition with his brother, who's leading the Division 3 in the nation as a tackler.
Man.
Wow.
Impressive. Tigers in one single safety. He's going to throw the ball down the sideline. Got a receiver out there. And it's overthrown and a late flag on the play.
Oh, my goodness.
He called a push off on the offense. He did that last time, too.
Okay. So it is an offensive interference on the play.
And again, I trust our corners, even Ratrell Crawford. Right now, we got our second, if you will. Jordan Simpson is not out there, neither is his brother Sheldrick. Those guys are shut down corners. They're not out there. You got Dunbar and you got Ratrell Crawford, and they're holding their own.
And as you can see here, I said it was pretty nice here, and I picked it up on the TigerVision camera. That's how bad our glass is here. It is raining again. And we couldn't even tell it here in the press box. Someday.
I could tell.
Yes, you can. How's it feel?
It feels great. I'm just glad I brought this big umbrella that I'm blocking everybody's view, but I don't care because it's wet out here.
You big sissy. 5:25 on the clock.
This looks like a screen or something.
Yeah, we've got 3 over here.
Quarterback draw.
Oh, my
No
goodness.
way.
Quarterback draw. Great job.
Jalen Wester again.
Jalen Wester.
And you're really seeing the defense come into their own right now. A little shaky first 2 drives. They're getting off the blocks. They're making the tackles. You know what we're used to seeing. You're seeing the quickness even on this sloppy field.
And the intelligence. They had him 3 out here. A lot of eye candy the outside. Oh, Jalen Wester slips. There's a flag. Oh, he let him talk him into it. He's going to call encroachment on the Tigers, right?
That's on them. That's
no, false start.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the offensive lineman came out of his position to point.
How in the world did he not sliding like that not come across the line of scrimmage?
Luck.
Athleticism.
Athleticism.
Tom would have slid out through the back of the end zone on that one if he tried to stop that.
I'd still be sliding.
Oh, big play for the Palmetto Tigers defense. 3rd and forever. You want no defensive holding, no pass interference out there. Quarterback keeper. And there's a hold. That's going to be a hold out there. The ball's out. Ball's out, and the Tigers out.
We'll take
yes,
it.
Sir.
Get that ball loose.
So if that's an offensive penalty, then we'll have the ball.
Yeah, that's going to be an
That's
offensive
right.
penalty.
We'll have the ball because
We got a Tiger. It looks like a Jalen Shiller's a little.
It looks like
banged
Jalen
up.
forced the
He'll
fumble.
shake it off.
Jalen Wester with a forced fumble on that. The ball squirted forward, what? We'll have to pick it up on the read, probably 10, 15 yards. Palmetto Tigers recover the ball. So let's see.
Hopefully Jalen just has a stinger.
There's a holding.
Yep.
That's going to be declined.
That's our ball.
That will be Palmetto Tiger first down.
That's a great job by the defense.
Michael Gibson with good pressure there. And then, right there, punching that one out.
We get a number on there.
Michael Gibson
Yep.
made the play, turn around. Wow, what a play by Michael Gibson. Cleve Benson in the backfield with Xander Smith. 2 receivers out to the left. Low snap, throws a little slipper, and intercepted, picked off. And he's got it. He's all the way down to the 30. 10, touchdown. So the big D tackle, number 97, Clark Leonard, 6'4", 215-pounder. Huge play.
That's a great play.
I mean, that's just a great play.
That's a great athletic
He
play.
made a great read. You know,
he knew what was coming.
He knew what was coming. He picked it off and showed great speed and athleticism.
That ball looked like it was a little loose in the quarterback's hand, too. It kind of came out sideways. It wasn't like a pass got intercepted. It was like the ball was just wobbling in the air. It didn't really look too direct from here.
So now a 20-14 lead. What a turn of events there. Good speed showed by number 74 there, the 215-pound. He's
again. You don't want to see these mistakes, but these guys are out there battling. You got two great teams. You got great players all over the field. You're going to have plays made. So now it's just our turn to make another play.
So they're going to go for the 2-point conversion once again. Stanzani. There's going to be a timeout, Palmetto. That'll be the second timeout for the Tigers, or that'll be the third of the half. According to a public address artist, Luke Bussell. Guys, 4:29 on the clock. Palmetto Tigers, things had really turned there, but what a big play by the defensive lineman there with the pick on the little screen play. Just squatted on it. Just a good play. Tip your hat.
Absolutely. He's got to come back, and you got to rebound from that and make some plays of your own now.
Again, they can't allow this to deflate the momentum that they had. We had great field position. We made a great defensive play. They made a great defensive play. Hey, we just got to keep it's going to be a battle of attrition.
The bad thing is we had a little bit of room behind that screenplay.
Sure did.
Yeah, if that was completed, it looked like we could have gone a long way.
Quarterback keeper being forced wide.
No way.
And
no way.
Sir.
That is great speed.
Is that Jake Ruiz?
That's 44.
Jake Ruiz.
That is
Ruiz.
Jake.
Man, what speed he showed on that play.
He was fast.
Surprising.
That's a big play there, guys. Offenses show that we can move the ball. As we get down here, we're able to kick the extra point pretty easily, so that could be a big difference here.
So Jake Ruiz, I thought that play had the corner, and Ruiz hustles over there. And so now with 4:29 on the clock, the Palmetto Tigers trail in this one. And Clearwater has the 20-14 lead.
So now, again, here's where strategy comes in. We are about to get the ball back. Hopefully we can go down and score. We get the ball coming out in the second half and keep that momentum and put the pressure on this team that hasn't been pressured all year. So let's hopefully we can make up for that last mistake and get another score here on the board.
Yeah, that rain that you didn't see earlier, Brian, is coming down.
Yeah.
Even harder.
So Gideon Bedada will kick this one today. Adonis Moise is back there with Simmons.
Simmons back to return.
Get a kick out of good coverage, or good service from our friends at DeVito's Auto, located in Ellenton.
Both of these young men have touchdowns in the special teams this year, so get ready.
And they're two burners. This is going to be Adonis Moise. That ball stops down. Now he picks it up. He's at the 25, looking for a crease. Slides, slips.
Yeah, he was trying to cut it.
28-yard line.
That ground wasn't having any of that.
30-yard line. Tackle on that play.
Yeah, that's where the ground, the speed conditions cut down on his speed.
Right.
He gets any traction, he can go north and south.
So that, with 4:25, plenty of time for the Palmetto Tiger offense. No timeouts, but here in high school football, with the first down conversion, it's going to stop the clock. Xander Smith. Rockland Lodge is going to line up in the slot out here. Simmons is in the backfield now for the Tigers. It's like Callaway is over here wide to the right. Big
No
six.
way that guy guards him.
No.
He's already on his heels. Good
Option.
pitch.
And it's on the ground. And there it is. It's going to be spotted at the 20-yard line.
Smith on the option.
Our line is blocked.
Yeah, that pitch was a little off right there. You think he just dropped it?
But our line is doing some blocking. I'm watching the line, and Dallas Archie and the rest of the crew are really just holding on to their blocks and driving them downfield.
Again, the Palmetto Tiger, we talked a lot about the defensive line. Palmetto Tiger line has 320 pounds, 315 pounds, 295. So there's some big fellas on the Palmetto Tiger side of the line. Boy, this one's creeping up, and tackle is made right into the play is number 11.
And they have to blitz because our line is doing so well. So, that would be something that a quarterback would have to audible if you see that robber coming up. But that's high school football.
Yeah, that's that Corey Yeoman again. 3:20 on the clock. Clock winding.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 20.
And you really, you might want to have a little ball control here because the Palmetto Tigers will receive the kick coming into the second half. Correct, Troy?
That is correct.
Yeah, so you want to let that clock burn just a little bit. 3 on the clock. And Xander, he's going to get. There's going to be a holding, and unless there's a face mask back there, there's going to be a holding.
Yeah, they were in cover 2. There was nowhere to go with the ball long.
Looks like he's holding that shoulder, his throwing shoulder, guys.
So that one's going to be declined. So that's that big number 99, Isaiah Hastings, with another play. 4th and long here. 2:56 on the clock. Looking down at the TigerVision screen there, I see the Knights have 3 timeouts remaining. Xander Smith looks like he's in a little bit of pain as he goes to the sideline. Brandon Gonzalez gets a kickoff. It's a nice one. And it rolls.
What a great
and
kick.
Stops at the 39-yard line.
And he ran into him.
And
that's going to be a roughing. Should be.
So there's a flag back there in the area.
Should be a first down.
That's personal foul on 0 there.
Was that dead ball or was that against the kicker?
It was during the play, but it was ball was still live, so it was just
first down.
Ball was live and
ball was line.
And so back there, Sheldrick Simpson was back there in the up back position.
They may let's see, tack it on from the end of the. It looks like they're going to tack it on from the end of the kick.
Personal foul on Clearwater.
This guy's having to think about it every time. Who the plays against, who the calls against.
Yeah, so
after the play, so it'll be Clearwater ball. And so the ball was at the 40, so they're going to start on the 25, if I remember that right. Yeah, they are. They're going to start 1st and 10 from the 25. 3 timeouts remaining.
We need another stop here. If we get another stop and keep the momentum, and, like you say, get the ball in the second half. Can't let them get on the board again.
No, they've got to make a stop right here, Troy.
And, you haven't seen – Simmons has been playing so much on offense. He's not back there. I don't see him out there in the defense. I surely do see Jalen Wester, though. And that is going to be a flag.
Another flag on the play.
Probably a false start. We'll see.
Gotten a little sloppy here in the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh.
We have another offsides on the offense.
Lining up offsides.
I don't think that's possible.
I don't think it is either.
Oh, no, there's 2 in this game, Rick. I don't know. What do you think?
He literally called offsides on the offense.
Is he lining up?
Is he offsides, though, Tom?
Is he
I
lining
don't
up?
know. I'm at the other end of the field here.
But okay, the receiver line.
They've been lining up offsides. They have.
Did they just switch it to the defense? Okay. All right, here we go.
Oh. So 2:36 on the clock brings up a now the marker is coming back.
Well, now they're calling it on the defense.
Tom, take this one from here, will you?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on. I hope Karen's still Googling at home because then she can figure out what's going on.
Yeah, Karen.
Come on, Karen. Hook us up. We need some information here because the refs are a little concerning. Encroachment on the offense, offsides on the defense. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Hey,
Karen's already rebuked me once tonight, so I'm going to be quiet.
If she was watching.
Listen, now we're going back the other way. I really don't know what's happening. that last signal, isn't that the signal just to go night-night?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. We did mark a penalty off 15 yards and turn around and come back 10 instead of just marking 5 to start with. But, you know,
Wow.
baby steps.
My goodness.
Yeah, okay, so.
Imagine if you're one of those players out there.
It was an offensive.
You have no clue what's going on.
It was an offensive player that lined up, probably a receiver out that lined up.
Okay, that makes sense.
Across the line of scrimmage.
I'm still concerned about that last 15-yard mark off and then 15-yard mark back.
Yeah,
Either those are supposed to be offsetting or that should have been a first down for us.
They didn't get their steps in today. That's what it was. Apple Watch.
Karen, you make the call. You know,
Come
if she
on.
was watching another network, you know, she wouldn't see what was going on out there, but very clear to see on TigerVision and our cameras. And so that and the gain, no gain on the play, really good coverage out there.
So here again, Coach Walls, we talk a lot about the staff.
Yeah.
We got a monster staff.
Yeah, we
here.
do. Yes, sir.
Greg Walls makes that. Earlier they were gashing us up the middle. He makes the adjustment. The corners are covering. Now the middle is blocked up. What do they do next? We got to, again, stop turning the ball over, and we'll be in this game.
Clock is winding here. Clearwater doesn't seem to be in a hurry here. Clock winds to 2 minutes. It's just a quarterback keeper running to the edge.
I like a hold on number 6, but wasn't called,
So he steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
which means it didn't happen.
Stops the clock.
Again, we've stopped the run up the middle. They can't pass the ball. The only thing they're doing right now that's hurting us is that quarterback student body, that old Tim Tebow. You saw plenty of that, didn't you, Brian?
Yeah, that old. Did. He loved the muddy game. Oh, my. You know, and that's one thing you have to give credit here to the quarterback. He's shown sure footing on this very wet track. Oh, boy, look at this. Knifing through there, hanging on. I think it's Ruiz hanging on there. First down.
Jalen just missed that tackle.
Clock down to 1 minute and 45. Handoff up the middle. Oh, my goodness. The heavy hitting on that defensive line. Great Walls. You're right, Troy. Man, they are bringing the heat.
Well, those are some big men on both sides of the ball there, so there's a lot of hitting going on.
And you're seeing guys getting reps here. The depth is showing here for Palmetto.
Palmetto comes out. They're running the quarterback.
There it is again.
Keeper again. This time, Palmetto Tigers all over that.
You can always tell when you're getting good pressure on the defensive line. Those snaps get higher and higher every time. That center's getting tore up.
Jalen Wester again with a
Jalen seems
tackle.
to be favoring that left shoulder a little bit still.
He should be. He's made – he's already over – in this half has pushed him over that 100. You know, he probably has 11 tackles this game.
Do we have another penalty?
Yeah, we did.
There's a penalty against the
Had to be a holding over
Knights.
there, a wide
gracious.
play. A really good job on that play by Jaden Dunbar. You know, Jaden kind of turned him inside, came up from his corner position, and Jalen Wester there.
This is a huge play. You don't want to give up anything big. Maybe we can make a play and score on defense, get some more momentum before we go into the half, but we cannot give up a score or a big play here.
2 safeties back there for the Tigers. Kind of a nickel defense look this time. Oh, there's Mikkel Gibson. They throw the screen. Nobody's home.
Hey, we had that covered as well.
No, that ball.
That's an incomplete pass.
That was
Line
Riley
of
Jackson.
scrimmage.
Riley Jackson in coverage there. I like it.
Great job.
We'll see here on TigerVision. I mean, he was covering him like a blanket there.
No flag on the play.
Yeah, let's just say.
So we'll
I
just
think he
leave
might
that
have
one
got-
at that.
He might have got there a
Was
little
he,
bit.
was he past the line of scrimmage?
There you go.
I don't think he was.
Let's ask Karen. She got the
Get that Google out there.
Karen. All right, 1:07 on the clock here. 2 safeties back for the Tigers. Oh, and he looks.
There we go.
Steps out. Oh, big block out there. And it stumbles for. Oh, and he's going to be tackled by a host of Tigers. Held on to the ball. 55 seconds on the clock, and it's winding. This is an interesting call here. It's going to be 4th and 6.
We just go watch the ball here.
Single safety out there. You'll see if they throw something here to the left side of the formation.
This is probably going to be that student body. I just don't see them. Yeah, they'll probably call timeout here.
Lucas Stanzani waits. Clock down to 20. Looking at the back, Judge. I can't see.
Yeah, they're trying to draw us off. Good job, defense.
So 13, 12, 10 seconds on the clock. Down to 6. Offensive left tackle moved and no. Okay, so there's a penalty. Delay a game, 3 seconds on the clock.
Great job by our defense. Staying disciplined, not picking up the penalty.
Now, if you're the Knights here, you'd want to go to a punting formation and then take a knee. So that, the Palmetto Tigers, no timeouts left here. So only 3 seconds. Dead ball. Stops the clock.
I think they actually called a timeout as well. I saw the quarterback
signal for the timeout.
And I think it kind of coincided with the delay of game, but I don't know if that's what happened here. But it looks like they were huddled up in a timeout.
We got to drop back here.
And now they called another timeout.
Another timeout. So 3 seconds on the clock here at the end of the second quarter. And this is one of those, Troy, I know I saw a game earlier this year, and we won't want to talk about it. Somebody got behind somebody. We won't talk about that. You cannot let them get behind you here on this play.
No, I mean, worst case scenario, at least keep them in bounds.
Right. So what we'd like to see is maybe a dime look or something like that. You're going to have, I'd put 4 back there.
I don't see them. I mean, again, conventional wisdom is just take the knee or run the clock out. If they throw a ball and we intercept it, just like they got an interception against us, and we score on that type of play, the momentum then really swings. Maybe we get a sack, a strip fumble, scoop score. There are too many bad things that can happen. I don't see the Knights trying to run a play here in these conditions, trying to score from 75 yards out.
And for a quarterback, if you take the ball under center, that's going to take about 2 seconds if you took a knee. So they're going to take it back there. Split T formation back there, Troy, huh?
The old Jake Gaither.
1963.
They actually are going to try to throw a hit.
Oh, there, and he goes down on the knee. Okay. 1963 FAMU, Troy. Jake Gaither.
Yeah. Brought my dad to Tallahassee.
There you go. So at the close of the first half, a very exciting game. The Knights 20, the Palmetto Tigers 14.
Great party.
You're not drinking?
We don't exactly. You can't party without alcohol. What are you guys, losers?
You guys, they're not drinking.
Get real. We know peer pressure isn't really like that.
And we all know the dangers of alcohol.
Nobody cares if you don't drink.
If you choose not to drink, that's cool. So you do you.
Hey guys, it's Alan Conley from Conley Buick GMC. Halftime's almost over, so make sure you stay tuned. Go Tigers!
Ted here, Conley Subaru, and welcome to our new, much larger facility. While the building is new with all the latest state-of-the-art equipment, our team is the same with a few new faces to serve you better. Whether you're here to see Ray and his team to keep that current vehicle running smooth, or here to upgrade to a new model, our team and the Conley family are here to ensure your experience is extraordinary. Come on in, look around, admire the artwork provided by artists Steve Whitlock and Casey Scott, or to just say hello. Conley Subaru, where we really do treat you like family.
So tell me, what was actually the name of the award? It was you were the #1 stream in the streaming awards. Isn't that correct?
Correct.
William Shatner, back on Earth after hitching a ride aboard Blue Origin, the rocket company.
Back to the halftime break here. We're looking for our statistics to come in. I'm Brian Varnador. We had a very exciting half here. Here's those stats. So what you got here for us, Troy?
What a great game we have here despite the conditions. With our Tigers trailing 20-14 at halftime, early in the game, Clearwater Knights were able to run the ball. They ran the ball 28 times for 130 yards. That's good sledding here in these conditions. Earlier, they were gashing us up the middle. The defensive coordinator and the coaches made the adjustments. And in the second quarter, they really did move the ball running. It was mainly the quarterback student body. They've passed the ball 7 times, and they've gained 50 yards on passing. They have a total of 180 yards of offense. Our Tigers have run the ball 13 times. Not much sledding, only 22 yards. Very pedestrian for what we do. Obviously, the conditions have a huge effect. And this is a huge defensive line that we're playing against. But we come out a little bit more aggressive throwing the ball. Xander Smith has completed or has thrown the ball 10 times. We have 180 yards in pass plays, 2 huge touchdowns. One to Rockland Lodge, and the other 2 to Marion Lang, the backup quarterback. And we have 202 total yards of offense. So you're seeing quite a bit of movement of the ball. The coaches are not afraid to let these guys make plays. Unfortunately, we had the 1 touchdown, which is the difference in the game on the interception. Great play. Great call, but an even better play by the young man for the Clearwater Academy Knights, who went in and scored on the interception. Now we have the momentum going into halftime with a big stop here. We get the ball back in the second half, and hopefully we can continue with the momentum, score, get the lead, and go from there. So those are your stats here at halftime. Thank you, Steve Snapper Johnson, for giving us all those great statistics that make our job a lot easier.
Thank you very much for that halftime statistical wrap-up from Troy Bellamy and our Atlanta studios and Steven Johnson. We're going to take a break, enjoy the halftime, probably a quick one here, and we'll catch you with the beginning of the third quarter.
put up between these two great programs. And you saw that, you know, what I think that's what Coach Marino really wants is for this to be, the Palmetto High program to be viewed as a program. When you're playing against a team like the Clearwater Academy Knights, that with the size that they had, I mean, the entire line, it looked very, very similar to IMG's team.
It did. They're huge.
And so when you see that, and you see the competitiveness that our program put out against this team that had an opportunity to beat some other really good programs across the state this year, then you have to be very happy. I think Coach Marino and the guys have to be very, very pleased with what they saw tonight from their young men. And but, you know, in the interest of player safety, you know, Tom was down there on the field, and he can tell you how the traction is on that grass out there.
Lack of traction. It was very slick. Puddles of water. You can still see puddles of water out on the field. And I think we were going to see a lot of backups going into the second half anyway. We don't want them getting hurt either. So, you know, I think Palmetto, you know, started a little rough. Clearwater came out with that size and really kind of pushed us around. And through great coaching and the technique improvements by the players, I think we saw what Palmetto had tonight. And this would have been a great game to go 4 quarters if the conditions would have been better.
Yeah, guys, I think that this was a call that was much needed. And we worried about that at the beginning of the game. We were a little concerned about, you know, players getting hurt. We know we didn't come away from this game without some minor injuries. We saw Jalen kind of favoring his shoulder. Xander was obviously feeling some pain in his shoulder as well. So this is a good call. It's about safety, and we want to do everything we can to protect these young men. So, you know, we get back on the practice field on Monday and get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, you know, and I got a text message today, and the experts out there with the playoff system coming up, maybe Karen Walker could help us with this one, but I got a text message here from Ken Burton Jr. today, and Ken is the part of the team here that, you know, we're all unpaid volunteers here, but Ken's part of the team, has all this figured out. We call him the Minister of Information. You know, he said the Tigers are currently sitting at the number 4 seed. A win tonight, and Palmetto could surpass District 9 Mitchell, who is winning their district with the RPI with a 3-way tie. Right now, we would host number 5, Sefner Armwood, and that is pretty credible information. I don't know what the draw, you know, the cancellation of the game here means to that, Troy. If you have any answers, please enlighten me.
I don't think I have any answers, but I think it still sets up very well for us. I mean, obviously you want these home games, one for the gate, the type of money that you can bring into your program with the attendance. You want to give your guys a comfortable road, but again, that's why we played such tough games on the road this year, is so that our guys be ready. I mean, we made it to the regional final the last 2 years in a row and ran up against a tough Miami Central team, one time here and one time on the road, and I think we acquitted ourselves very well. And so now I think it's actually a very good path for us that sets up again for us to get deep into the playoffs. And if Sefner Armwood has to come here and then we have to go to Mitchell, I like our chances in Hillsborough County.
I was going to say exactly what Troy just said, so I really have nothing else to say.
Yeah, you know, before I wrap it up, it's very difficult to talk there, Rick, with a mouthful of M&Ms.
Yeah, he's eating M&Ms. Don't put that on me.
I just wonder if
I'm sorry, Sheriff. My bad.
I wonder if Armwood forfeiting those 3 games is going to change this. Because Armwood was, they had an ineligible player that was ruled today that there was 3 games they're going to have to forfeit. I wonder what that does to their playoff ranking.
There's subtle things like that could happen. I know that we had a game. Southeast was not able to go. I think they had some, you know, COVID or something going on there. And I don't know technically if that game is a forfeit or not.
How did that play in?
And if it is a forfeit, that would definitely benefit the Tigers, and I believe that would be hosting.
Where's Kenny when you need him, right?
Yeah, and Ken's not here tonight. So
Kenny or Karen, one of those two. Either one of those could answer it for us.
Let me just say publicly, Karen, Mr. Walker, whoever you are, I have no problem. You were right, my man. I give it to you.
Hey, Troy's a better man than me. I ain't saying none of that. So.
Yeah, you do a volunteer thing here, and we're all free help here, so we do the best we can with what limited resources we have. And by the way, we may get a chance as we wrap this one up to have the site to make contributions. We do want to keep the TigerVision broadcast up and running, make those contributions. I had a question from one of the fans. How much do you need? All of it. No, how much do you need? It is very expensive endeavor to keep these things going. So look at the site, make the contributions, donate today, and we want to keep what has been voted the #1 live stream broadcast going forward. And we thank you for supporting those Palmetto Tigers.
I want to give a quick shout out to all the fans. I mean, you see people, they text you, they make posts on the live and everything. And these guys are just great. You guys are just great. I love all the support that you've given the program and us here. We're trying to bring the best that we can to you of these live games. Like you said, it's a far cry from that NFHS broadcast.
Yeah.
I don't know who made that deal, but that's a bad deal. I'm just going to be like Charles Barkley. Somebody is bad. That was a bad deal.
Well, it was an instant. I was at a hotel room, and I had a bit of a migraine going there after attempting to watch that. But we so appreciate it. And that's what does make TigerVision #1. It is our fans and our support. So I'll wrap it up. I'm Brian Varnador. Tonight's final score from Harley Stadium in Palmetto, Florida. The Palmetto Tigers 14, and this is actually a halftime score. Palmetto Tigers 14 and the Clearwater Academy International Knights 20. Be sure to join next Friday night, November the 12th, for regional playoff action, as Palmetto will be playing in round 1. And as Kenny said, I think it may be Sefner Armwood, but we'll be here.
Journey begins
to cover the game. We thank you, the #1 fans in the world, for watching TigerVision as presented by Conley Buick GMC. Remember, fans, for great Manatee County high school football, you'll find it right here in our town with our team, Palmetto High School. One town, one team. Go Tigers.
Go Gamecocks.